welcome to coverage of the TCGplayer MaxPoint Championship here in Indianapolis. Marshall Sutcliffe in the booth with Frank Lepore, and we are underway in the 5th round of action here.
How do you feel about this forest on the right?
Getting a little, that is not the optimal forest,
It's not
but
the great
it is
art.
close. Yeah, I like the one with the rock.
Look at this Seeker of the Way.
That
in
is the
Robert's
optimal
deck.
planes, though. All right.
Oh, is that the good planes?
Yeah, now, we have this listed as Abzan
Interesting.
Midrange, but I wonder if Seeker of the Way would go in the
Make it in,
midrange
like-
deck. Well, I mean, maybe.
We have 5 drops. So we have 1 Liliana, 1 Ajani, 2 Elspeth in the deck. So that definitely feels mid-rangey.
All right, for sure.
And he has 3 Sorens, 4 Siege Rhinos. Yeah, this is he is high end. He's only 2 Seeker of the Way as well. 1 Elvish Mystic. Huh.
That's becoming more of a thing.
Yeah, just like if I draw it early, cool. If
Yes.
not, I'm not going to be guaranteed to like
Keep chaining together.
slow down
stupid-
my draws.
Yeah, 1/1s.
Which we discussed earlier, which is like just a terrible top deck in this format where like every top deck could matter.
Yep. Interestingly here, so Robert, not Rietze, attacked with his Seeker of the Way into the carry added. It did not get blocked because, you know, Sam has to worry about it getting
Yeah,
pumped.
trick.
But what are the actual cards?
That he could actually have there.
I mean, yeah, he had no other board. He had 3 mana.
he could
He
Abzan
could
Charm,
Abzan Charm to
but
draw
that's
cards.
kind of it.
Yeah, that does seem good, though. If he
But if you
Abzan
bel-
Charms
yeah,
to draw
if-
cards and kills the carry added in the process.
I think I'd make that trade.
Yeah, that does seem pretty sweet.
Yeah, because a lot of times you're keeping a hand based on having the carry sit in the hand. So it's like, well, now it's gone, so I actually have no like right now.
Mhm.
Sam has no black.
Yeah, and this was
so-
the other thing, too, is that Sam knew that he would turn 3 Siege Rhino here, and now all of a sudden that Seeker of the Way looks way worse.
Yeah, and in early games like this, like sometimes some carry is just not even a creature. You're just like, oh, this is a land right now.
Right.
I can't look at it as a blocker.
1, go to 15.
Sam's like, do I put this in the graveyard?
I think he was assuming it's going to get Abzan Charmed
Yeah.
here, but it looks like it's not. It is going to get Utter-Ended, though.
That seems like a better use of his mana.
Yep, and he gets to get in there for 3 damage, put himself back up to 18 as well.
And the versatility of having an Abzan Charm in your hand is just, it's huge.
Yep.
Like we've seen at the Pro Tour, we saw Ari use all 3 abilities. We saw him
Yes.
use the +2, +1/+1 counter ability, the draw ability, and the exile a creature ability. So
Sam Pardee drew a Thoughtseize for the turn and has now played a Temple of Malady. He's now deep in the tank over what he wants to do with that top card. I saw that he has an Abzan Charm in his hand along with a Johnny Mentor of Heroes and an Elspeth Suns Champion. So a pretty stacked hand here. He could definitely use another mana source. I don't know what the top card is, but he's decided to ship it to the bottom and run out Thoughtseize. Remember, he doesn't have any naturally black mana. And it looks like there was only one applicable target for Robert there, and it was a nice one.
yes, he
He
actually
was going to get the turn 5 Elspeth. Instead, he's left with 2, you know, pretty miserable-looking lands in hand.
Yeah, we were discussing him using Abzan Charm on the Rhino, but we actually forgot he doesn't actually have that. We were just discussing what he could have for.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's not a great hand for Robert.
Well, he did just draw Brimaz, I think, so things
an
are
okay
looking
guy.
up a little bit for him here.
I like a good Catman.
Rar,
Catman, go.
and ship the turn back to Sam Pardee. So let's see what he draws for the turn. He draws Sandstep Citadel,
We also
which
have
is a
Abzan
welcome
Charm.
addition as far as land drops go, because it means that he gets to play Elspeth next turn.
That's an okay play.
Yeah, the question is, what is he going to play this turn? He can play a Johnny. He can
Yeah, just
also
get rid of
do
that guy.
this. Yeah, and I think this is the right play here for sure.
Oh yeah.
Abzan Charm before the tokens start getting out of control. He also knows that Robert is stone top decking here, so like he could actually consider blocking
Yeah.
here. Though I still think at 13 you probably still don't, because he needs to be able to hit Elspeth.
And your
next
plan,
turn.
yeah, your plan is also Elspeth next turn, so you don't really want to take any chances there.
Right. Though it would have been pretty low risk to block. Oh, Wingmate Rock. What a great
And
draw
this
for
is-
Robert. Just the ideal card because it works around Elspeth
Look at-
so efficiently.
Look at Robert with all his actual tokens. Robert, we love you.
That's awesome.
This is what we were talking about.
Oh,
Like
that was a brutal draw.
Robert wasn't infinitely
Pardee
ahead.
seat.
He had 1/2/2 in play.
Oh, he was going to get
And that Wingmate
way
Rock
behind.
is huge.
I mean, he just went with 2 nice little runners there.
Yeah, that was pretty good actually. And actually, I think having Sam use the Abzan Charm on the Brimaz, like that actually worked out very well for this top decked Wingmate Rock. Because now he gets to gain 3 every turn. Yeah, he couldn't even play Elspeth there because Elspeth then just dies to the double Wingmate Rocks.
Yeah, he can find a Planeswalker though with the one of the plus abilities
Yeah.
on a Johnny, and he finds.
Without a board presence.
Yeah, it's still
That
not
Soren's
a
not gonna-
super impressive Soren.
I feel like
here
Wingmate
either.
Rock literally just put Robert back in the driver's seat
Oh,
here.
absolutely. That was
Like he's on a
nasty.
2-turn clock now.
That was just a sick draw from Robert.
And one of the best features of Wingmate Rock is that it's so elegantly crafted that it flies right under Elspeth's -3 ability
It absolutely does.
at 3-4.
And if it's been rated, it's big enough to kill Elspeth the turn after she comes into play as well.
Yeah,
so
it's like it was built around Elspeth, which is very interesting.
Declare attacks. Yeah.
Does Robert have upside down lands?
He
That's
does.
weird. It's a little,
And
Like a
like
a savage.
kind of feeling a little anger about that right now.
I'm having some vertigo.
Yeah, but only some of them are upside down. So.
Well, how do you think, like Fleece Main Lion,
Mhm.
how do you think that feels when it looks at cards like a Johnny or Burmaz and sees like humanoid cats? Do you think there's like a jealousy there?
No, I don't think that it has the capability of being jealous.
Because it's a card or because it's a lower form of cat?
Lower form of cat.
Okay. It's a very Pluto goofy situation there.
All right, so Sam Pardee still trying to figure out a way. Now, he played the Ajani, and that worked. He got a card off of it, and on top of that,
Yeah, that's not
he was able to distract Robert from attacking his life total, because he actually could have attacked
Yeah,
Sam down to
and just
half
kill him.
and kill him the next turn. Now, that does let Sam get one more activation on Ajani, and it is a somewhat risky play. So it does make sense, that he would want to dedicate some resources over to killing Ajani, but at the same time, since Ajani doesn't affect the board itself without friends, you do need to kind of close the door at some point here.
Well, the thing is, like, with a Johnny, like, I'm not sure if that's actually going to draw Sam any answers. Like, it's going to draw him a creature or a planeswalker, but
That's what I'm
neither are
saying.
going to deal with
Right.
Wingmate Rock,
I mean, I think one really interesting play. I don't know if he would have died, but can you put the +1/+1 counters from Ajani on your opponent's creatures?
No, it's target creature you control.
It's only you control.
Yes.
Everything's so locked in. I can't do anything I want to do.
Marshall's having a real hard time having fun in Magic.
Yeah, I am. No, I have a lot.
My options are so limited. I'm gonna double check. Just
Oh,
to make
I think
sure.
you're right. I think you're right, Frank.
But it's an
kinda
interesting
spitballing here, but
it's an interesting stipulation, like
because that would have
to
been
restrict
sweet.
that.
Because then he would have taken a huge hit, but then been able to play Elspeth minus it and kill both Wingmate Rocks.
Because it also says up to as well, so you could choose 0.
Yes, but I mean, I would put 1/1.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
and
one
then
on my
and then
carry
Elspeth.
added.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, and then Elspeth the heck out of him. It is up to.
It has to be, because if you don't have 3, you can still use it.
Declare attacks up.
Oh, well, that's up to. Rashad says
Rashad's
among
getting
1, 2, or 3.
All right, so it looks like everybody's hitting the red zone here from Robert.
Go to 27.
And that is going to elicit, well, it looks like the Vampire is not only going to block, but also trade for Seeker of the Way. Sam finally had enough. And
Oh, he's putting 2 counters on
he
them now.
is, so this is post-combat. Sam Pardee is going to make the play that we discussed a minute ago, but with a card that it can actually do it, which is
He's like,
Abzan
I don't
Charm.
want them. Can I not take these
How
counters?
cool is this? And here's Elspeth
It makes
to
you.
minus.
It makes you wonder if he ignored the Ajani and just attacked Sam. If he could have won this game.
Oh, I'm wondering that right now, but I'm super impressed that Sam found that play.
Skip River now.
And
Well,
there's a Hero's
okay.
Downfall to equal things out, but Pardee's still alive. And Robert now needing to find even more sweet top decks here. He's already done a pretty good job of it.
Looks like Pardee got us to parity here.
Oh, here we go. Can Sam find a way to get back ahead? This will help.
I think he has here. What did he draw? Hero's Downfall.
Downfall. Well,
Yeah.
he drew that land, but yes, he's got Hero's Downfall in his hand too.
Oh yeah.
And here's
Do all day.
a Sylvan Caryatid, so nothing for Robert.
Back
and
to the
now Sam
conversation we were
Pardee
talking about.
is top decking and looking for a threat. He's at 5 life with Robert at 27, but he has managed to stabilize. Can he defeat the upside down land menace?
And it looks like Sam Pardee also drew a Sylvan Caryatid. Like this is what we were talking about earlier, where how like these the mana accelerants are just not good in the later game.
In fact, it's so not good, Sam didn't even play it.
Or it might have been a forest, actually. But I mean, nonetheless.
Okay.
That's a good card. I'm gonna pass turn off that.
It's
I think it is a Caryatid. But
That's what I
yeah.
thought
Anyway,
too.
there's
Yeah,
a
it's on the
course
back there. I can see the
don't-
tree.
Yeah, don't backtrack on me. You knew what it was.
I was second guessing myself.
Yeah, you don't do that.
He's like, well, now I'll play it. I might need to double block this Courser of Crewfix.
Right, there's a Courser of Crewfix.
Oh, he's got, and Robert has an Elspeth on top.
Oh, that's awkward.
It's the best when they can see it. You're
Well-
like, well, look what's coming, buddy.
I mean, Sam does have an answer
Hero's
for it in
Downfall.
his hand, but the damage will be done in the form
Yeah,
of the
you're still getting
3/1/1
three guys.
counters. Yeah.
Okay.
He's got actually 2 Heroes Downfall in
Oh,
his hand.
so
yeah.
I'm like, why would he do that?
Well, see, yeah, because the
You
thing
know
is,
what's coming.
he knows what's coming, but he's got to do something about it here.
And we're cracking
like-
Windswept Heath to get rid of the planes.
Right. And I mean, the problem here being, of course, that, all right, that's not shuffling.
That's
In the wrong order, letting you have the ability to see it.
He just basically cut his deck like 10 times.
yeah, that's what it looked like. Yes.
Yeah. All right, well, he's still got a land that does have to be revealed, and I believe that's going to be his draw step here
Yeah.
for the turn.
And he wanted to crack the fetch and response, so he gets the 1 life off of Courser before it died.
Going up.
All
Okay,
right.
so Elspeth comes down, and you know we were talking about the Sylvan Caryatid. It's actually going to be quite important here. It's going to extend
Yeah,
Sam
by
Pardee's life by
4 turns.
5. Yeah,
Yeah.
he basically gets
Takes
to
1 and then
to not die, and there's the second.
Instead
So
of
now we're
3
back
each
to
turn,
parity
2 each
again
turn.
here, and Sam just needs a huge threat to try to get in it, and he draws a land.
Sand steps it
Yeah.
out.
I think he actually drew a what's it called,
A different
a
land.
mana confluence this turn. Yeah. All right. So take 1, down to 4. Did Robert find a threat? No. He found that land that was on top, and Sam Pardee cannot find anything. He's
I mean,
going to
he
take
has
1 here.
3 turns.
Drop down to, well,
2 turns.
it ain't going to take much. He's got to find. He found.
What do you mean if he kills
Oh
1 token
no!
and he has?
Yeah, I know. And he just found an utter end.
Draw.
Are we going to see
I
utter
mean,
end hit soldier
that
here?
does it.
I think you probably just take this one.
Abzan charm, +1/+1.
There's nothing. Is there any? Well, he's already within Siege Rhino range.
Oh, he's also got a Thoughtseize that he just couldn't cast anymore.
Oh
at
yeah,
all.
no, that's you're just done.
Yeah, yeah, he's gonna take it here. I think I think that's correct.
Yeah, because
Because like any creature off the top of his deck blanks that third
right,
soldier.
and 3 li-
no,
oh,
he is gonna
interesting.
do it. Interesting.
3 life is the same as 1 life in this matchup, basically, because
Yeah, I
there's
mean
no,
it does let him Thoughtseize, but
2
Thoughtseize
damage.
seems so irrelevant at this point.
I don't think I'd want to Thoughtseize.
Yeah.
Okay. and
Okay.
I have a feeling that
There's
might do it.
a Wingmate Rock and another land off the
them
top
up.
for Sam. So Sam put himself in a position with that sweet play with the Abzan charm and the Elspeth activation, but Robert had too many threats for Sam to answer, and Sam drew a few too many lands down the stretch as
Yeah.
well. So Robert's going to pick up game 1 here. He's 4-0. Sam Pardee also sitting at 4-0.
And I would definitely say Wingmate Rock was very pivotal in those matches, in that match.
Wingmate Rock was huge.
Yeah, like it put Sam on the back foot immediately, and then like it was the crushing blow that won that game. So
Yeah, and like as cool as that play was with the Abzan charm, I mean that's not what you want to be doing.
no,
with
it's
your Abzan
yeah,
charm.
and it's still like it gets your Elspeth to 1, and then it gets Hero's Downfall. So yeah, I mean that's you'd rather be putting it on your own creatures. Like when you have to actually use your Abzan charm to put 2 counters on your opponent's creatures just to kill them, like that's not ideal.
Well, I have to fix my deck. It's all different.
Obviously preferable to death,
Correct. Yeah, I mean like you got to do what you got to do.
but yeah, ideal.
You got to survive.
Wow. Terrible shuffling.
So, yeah, TCGplayer has the largest inventory anywhere based on having hundreds of sellers at any given moment. So if you guys are looking for any cards, standard, modern, legacy, if you're looking for sealed product, head on over to TCGplayer.com and buy from thousands of top sellers and save big.
What if I'm looking for vintage?
We have vintage as well.
3 rounds, 3 Abzan.
Goodness.
Yeah, and we have we're actually very buyer-centric when it comes to like complaints. Like if you say like, oh, this card wasn't in the condition I thought it would be in, very err on the side of buyers. We make sure we hear the buyers out and like try to err on their side, make customers happy.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it's actually great. And unlike something like eBay or something, like whereas they're just they sell everything, so they can't give the the specific kind of quality to a customer service response. We can because we know what we're dealing with.
Because you know the business.
Correct. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So like, if you want to say, hey, this card's not near mint, eBay's not gonna have any idea what you're talking about, but like, we would.
Right.
So much more security in terms of what you're purchasing, which is great.
was thinking about getting some of the old fetch lands.
Really?
I just think they look sweet.
I do too. I like the, but here's the thing. I like the uniformity of having all the like new borders in a deck, I guess.
Oh, you like that?
I
can see that.
Yeah, not necessarily the art per se, but just like, it just, I don't know. It's weird. Like, Magic players like different things as far as like aesthetics.
Oh, yes.
Like, it's like no two players are the same, you
no.
know?
I mean, we saw a player with, wait a minute, hold on a second.
Oh. Yeah.
Something just caught my eye that really makes me feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
I'm looking at Robert's deck list, and I see the number 61.
Yeah, I think we
and
think.
then I see the number 15.
Uh-huh.
Is he running a 61 card deck?
I think
Frank?
so. That's what I interpreted, yeah. I mean,
That's just blasphemy.
we could go down and count it.
You can't do that.
I you know, on at the GP, at the
Mhm.
Orlando GP, I ran 41 cards
You did not.
almost every time. Well, here's the thing. The thing about the cons format is, like, I feel like you want the extra land.
How come they didn't tell me that before they asked me to come in the booth with you all week?
It's 'cause, well, if you knew how much of a savage I was, like, I don't know if you'd
I
agree
mean,
with
you savaged that tournament quite nicely.
it was very nice, yes.
But
I lost one round
I
to
can't
Ari,
believe you were.
and then I just decided not to do it again. I was like, no more.
Well, sometimes friendships end on
On 41 cards.
a 41 card deck. yeah.
Sorry, buddy. Even numbers only.
Robert, also running 61. It looks like.
Which is interesting in
God,
standard.
come on, you couldn't have cut something
I
here,
think
Robert. What are
41
we-
cards in limited is a lot more common than 61 in standard. Like, you rarely see 61 in standard.
That is very true.
You think this one Elvish Mystic was his? What he's like? You know what? I want one. Or one Brimaz.
I
Half
think
a
I would have
land.
probably cut that Mystic there.
I've-
You gotta draw the
Perfect.
line. 40. Why are you playing 41 cards?
It's because I wanted
This is
81,
going to be
but I
hard
wanted
for
all my
me
spells.
to not. I'm going to have to like really be a professional and move on here.
It's just-
You're making it hard on me, Frank.
oh man, I feel like our friendship is taking a hit
Oh,
here.
it's
rough. It's all
set
downhill.
back years.
The awkwardness, it's palpable.
All right, let's get back down to some standard here, though. Sam Pardee will be on the play here, and it looks like Robert is going to take a mulligan
I hope
while
so.
Sam keeps.
Otherwise, he's taking a free scry. That's not okay.
Yeah, that would be the super mulligan.
Huh? Oh, it's good. I'll
Mulligan
stay.
an entire game if
Yeah.
you decided to play that way. I'll just draw 7 more. Thank you very much.
And game 3. Then we took up Sam Pardee's win count up 1.
I think our secondary feature match is already over. I see players kind of packing up there.
Yeah, unless this guy's switching decks in the middle of the round.
I can't, I don't have a great read on Caleb. Does he look happy or sad to you? I can't really tell.
I think he looks like Caleb.
Yeah.
Caleb rarely like smiles unless he's laughing very heavily.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
signing
Let's
the
see who
slip.
takes it away. That's a good gauge.
Yeah, that is how you figure this out.
Oh.
What if they just hand it to the judge? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Let's hope they don't see that option.
All right, hand that
Oh,
to you
I-
to sign it, and are you going to
Oh,
hand it back
well.
to me, or am I walking away?
He's waiting.
He's hanging around. Oh, they are going to give it to the judge.
Dirty.
How did this happen?
Can we ask that judge? Is that a thing we can do?
Rashad
rolls his
totally
eyes.
ask
He's
that
like,
judge.
I guess.
I think he liked the suspense of the whole ordeal, but
Oh,
all right,
See the
that's a
unwritten.
see the unwritten. Looks like Robert went deep here.
What?
Thoughtseize is what's on the stack here for Sam Pardee. So Siege Rhino, see the unwritten, or Sorin. That's pretty sweet.
Is that's
Maybe
a-
that's his 61st
He has
card.
3 in the sideboard.
Caleb did not win
That
his
is
match.
whoa. I like that a lot. Because then you can go Siege Rhino and then see the unwritten and like find 2. Oh man,
Find 2 Siege
I'm all
Rhinos.
about it. Oh, and he also has like 2 Ashen Rider, 1 Hornet Queen in the sideboard. So he's like, I'm just gonna.
He goes big.
Yeah, I'm gonna transform into big dudes. A bunch of big bros.
All right. And back to Sam Pardee. Let's see if Sam has a mana accelerant of some sort here. Bang, there it is. Sylvan
That's a-
Caryatid. That's a good one.
I hear that's a good card. You guys gave me a real hard time for using that in the Community Cup.
Using what?
Sylvan Caryatid.
Oh, yeah. And that wasn't me. I wasn't one of the judges. What
It
is that?
felt like you
What-
were.
What's underneath? Oh, they're all 3 Caryatids. Goodness sakes.
2 other bros.
Wow.
The pro play is for Robert to play his own Sylvan Caryatid and then Bile Blight it.
Plant fight. Yeah, that is. I've seen that happen, although not when his opponent had 3
Yeah,
of them
that's
out.
epic.
And here's Abzan Charm to draw cards because he clearly needs
You-
gas and awkwardly
right.
draws a End Hostilities. Which
That's
rats
kind of a
away
blank right
3
now.
of them.
Unless Robert can get 4 creatures out, then it's equal.
All right, so he's going to crack a Windswept Heath and probably the other one too, I'm assuming?
I mean, if you crack it, it depends on what
he
he's
left
doing.
him with Sorin in hand, right? Or is that
I'm
what he
gonna,
took?
I'm gonna laugh if he just. This is not shuffling. We really need to get on this. With all the shuffling shenanigans that have been going on recently in the
Yeah,
Magic
we
community.
should remind him to. It looks like Sam's going to take it upon himself, but he's got to be careful with that kind of thing these days.
Oh, he's tapping it with Urborg. He's using the Windswept Heath with the Urborg.
yeah, sure.
So.
So here we go. Siege Rhino.
Also known as Big Rinds. Also known as
Big Rinds.
yeah, he goes by that. His friends call him that.
I heard that Siege Rhino is actually offended that he didn't get the full name of Siege Rhinoceros.
I thought he was offended that he was not a Rox. Like
Okay.
Rox Warmonk.
That's like a sort of human.
Yeah, that's
humanized.
another situation where it's
Yeah.
a goofy Pluto situation.
Well, this isn't. I mean, I think you just need to accept the fact that Siege Rhino is not some
Well,
super intelligent.
I don't want you to
rhino.
make it seem like I haven't accepted Siege Rhino, because that's hurtful to Siege Rhino.
It's literally a
It's-
rhino with a full-on house on its back.
It's not even like, it's not even a mobile home. It's an actual like full-size house.
This is interesting. Sam Pardee has now chained Abzan charms together. You know that we've seen dig through times, kind
Yeah.
of dig for other digs, but this one is Abzan charms kind of fueling the draw here.
Well, it
And
seems like
wow.
Robert has chained Siege Rhinos.
Another
And
Siege
the other thing
Rhino.
about that is that the damage, again, as we said, the damage is done. Like, he's taken 9, and Robert's gained 9.
Yeah.
So
what is Pardee's life total? It says 4. It's not 4, right?
is it?
There's no way it's 4.
It's 11.
Yeah.
Did he
so
take
should-
5 from something else?
No.
Huh. Oh, no, he took Abzan Charm. When you draw 2, you take
You're
2.
right.
So
Wow.
that's a lot of damage.
So his life
Oh,
total
and he has a Caves
actually
of
at
Koilos.
4 here.
So
Oh my goodness.
he had to tap the Caves to play Thoughtseize, so that's another point. Like,
Wow.
Sam's had a damaging game.
He is.
1, 2, 3. He's like, I hope that's it.
I think Sam wanted him to just stop
He's
right
like,
there.
go with that one. Oh, Ashen Rider.
Is it 8 cards that you reveal?
Yeah, it's 8.
Oh my God,
I will
Ashen
choose
Rider,
Ashen Rider and target your Elspeth.
AKA lethal. Ashen Rider. as
Exact, almost exactsies.
Wow. But
Does
we know
Sam
that
have an
in
answer?
hostilities he does.
But he's gonna have to kill his 3.
I mean,
that's life.
Again, there's a Siege
Ooh.
Rhino.
You're not gonna play that. Actually,
No,
what
but
did
can
he
he do
for?
both?
Yeah, he has exactly enough to
He
do
does
both.
have enough to do both. It does get, like, he's going to lose one of his lands here to Ashen Rider, but he can just tap it in response, so it shouldn't be a big deal.
Oh yeah, because of the exile. Yeah, you obviously get rid of Sandsep Citadel, I think.
Yep. Or he could also do Urborg if he thinks that it can lock Sam into tapping mana that's going to actually cost him life.
He has 2 blacks already. He has Temple of Malady, and he still have Sandsep Citadel. So
Okay, so that wouldn't actually blank him then?
yeah, he would still have double black. So
Okay.
it's not that.
So this actually might do that, in fact, by making him tap white on his
Yes,
Caves of
now he only
Koilos.
has 1 white source.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
is,
God, and another haymaker here for
jeez.
Robert. Right when you think Sam's going to stabilize, Robert just has the big guns.
Still
to
had
come
all
in here.
bees.
Man. And what was that off the top for Sam? I saw that he's got another. What?
Oh, you didn't hear my still had all bees?
Oh, God. Can that just slip past me? Why can't we just let the universe work sometime? Sam drew himself a Sorin. He's
That's
also
not-
got a.
But you just
another-
chump block with a bee. 1 bee. 1 insect.
He could plus it in attack for 5.
How come Hornet Queen says put insect tokens and not bee tokens or hornet tokens? I feel like we could have went a little more specific there.
It's pretty clear what it is.
Yeah, what if there's an ant? Is that going to make it? Yeah, I guess it would. That's
Yeah,
fine.
he's just going to attack.
He just needs the 5,
No
I think.
blocks.
Why don't you just chump that guy?
I think you would trade.
Okay, we're not. Yeah, we haven't. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
He's like, no, I guess I get to keep this token because it's
It's-
representing all 3.
It's getting a little confusing there, but
Yeah, that's fine.
off you go. And Sam Pardee is now in the same position he's found himself multiple times in this match, which is way behind.
You saying off you go there reminded me of Rich Hagon, like, very heavily.
Okay. I'll take that. That's a compliment.
And off you go. That's how I heard it.
All right. I accept
Oh,
you.
well, that's real good when
That
you
might
have
just be game,
4
right?
Bs.
That's 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it's not just game. Sam Pardee will
Goes
drop
to
down
2.
to 2. Oh, he's actually going to take some time to take care of Soren here. I think
I
the
think
play
he's
is
safe.
just to not kill Soren here, don't you? Like, what's the worst case with Soren? He makes a
How much?
2-2.
Well, it's going to be a
It's
2-turn
9.
clock.
Yeah.
He has to commit 2 Bs, and then Sam still takes 4.
He has to commit
So
3
he's-
Bs to Soren. Soren was on 5.
Well, yeah, but you could run Hornet Queen and 1 token. So I
Sure.
wonder if he just attacked incorrectly. Yeah, maybe he did.
Yeah, well, either way, let's see what actually happens here. Sam has drawn another Siege Rhino, which
And
normally
that's
would be
that.
great, but it's not enough. And Sam's going to pick up a loss here in the 5th round.
Apparently, when you have a 3-2-1s and a 3-2 flyer,